welcome back. Welcome back to another fabulous video. Thanks for watching still. Anyway, right, we are going to do something different. FuseBoards always come in a white colour now. Normally these used to be cream, gross, but most of the time they're white or slightly dark shade of grey, which you can see by the FuseBox board behind me. Secondly, my AirPods. These are my old spare AirPods because my daughter was playing with them while they were on charge the other day. They look disgusting and filthy. It's because they've got metal filings, because I keep them in my pocket at work. And she dropped one the other day. We couldn't find it for a while. We heard a little crunching noise in the lounge. I thought, oh, what's pretzel eating? Anything nice? Yeah, my AirPod. So, yeah, anyway. So yeah, FuseBoard. So what my plan is, also, unit's tidy. Just prepped for start a rewire tomorrow, so I've been organising it. That's all the boxes that are from the power bank, which you'll see the video at some point. Started filming it, started raining, couldn't carry on with it. But yeah, we're tidy at last. And then around here, even more tidier than ever. Got all this, got this space, this fabulous room. Normally I have a couple of FuseBox boards or Verso boards in hither, but we don't have any because I've used them all and I'm restocked. Also, I'm going to need to get some cat cable with me. I'll take this one. Cable, check. So that is all ready to go. I'm going to go and buy one. Staircase, I'll just, camera, people are saying they get a bit motion sickness at the moment because of the stuff. Still have loads of Bosch boxes. I know people did email me. The big fan is gone. A few other things have gone. We've still got the Bosch boxes. We've still got some Stanley stackers and some Milwaukee boxes if anyone wants it, because I don't want them to come and take them for free. I know people have emailed me, and I've had a billion emails since, so either resend the email or anyone new, drop me a message, email nbbundy92@gmail.com. Come and take them away. I put the podcast table up here, which isn't a podcast, and a chair, just to get them out of the way, which frees me up a bit more room for down here. But yeah, wicked cool. Let's get a wholesaler, let's go and buy a FuseBoard, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So we've got a little setup. We've only bought the one chaser because Adam's not helping me. We've got one Hoover, one chaser, the steps. Everything's all prepped up in there. We've got the uni lights. I've sold a lot of these over the weekend. The MTB 10,000. If anyone is interested, I'll pin a top comment. I can still get them you for 100. They're like 250, 60 quid or whatever. With my code below, you can get them for £160, including postage. I think it comes with a free light, so go check it out. But I got sold 25 past weekend. Did a bit of promotional offer. And any lights that you guys want, by the way, is obviously I've got really good relationship with Unilight. If there's any lights that you lot specifically want, and I can sell enough of them, I can get them at a different price. Just let me know below. But what we've got a cable, we've got our Earthshore, we've got a crate at the back with all our KO boxes in, we've got our charger, we've got some more stackers, few toolboxes all loaded out, so that's all ready. And in the front, I have gone and cleaned the floors, got rid of all the rubbish from the dash. I've cleaned these seats, but I was going to clean that one, but I'm about to go and sit on it, so I haven't really bothered. But yeah, all squeaky clean with a lovely can of Monster. All ready then. Right, this is a 6-way FuseBox board. Come on. And as you can tell, because I'm not going to really reuse this, I went to go and buy a 14-way. I thought, well, why am I wasting my money? But the whole theory behind it is if, let's say, you've got a lovely black wall here. By the way, we're at Reese's unit, in case you haven't realised. You've got to put FuseBoard on. So the plan is we're going to take as much of the paint off as we can, like to key it so the new spray paint will stick to it. There's different things that I need to discuss with you towards the end of the video about heat resistance, that sort of stuff. Being flammable. A lot of people misinterpret the regs saying this needs to contain fire with fire sealant, all that sort of stuff. It's not to contain fire. The regulation is that the FuseBoard needs to be made of a non-combustible material. So this won't set on fire, but it's not meant to contain the fire. I mean, if it does, brilliant, but you got holes in the back, you got a lid here, which, oh God, he dropped that there, which isn't sealed or locked off, so it could just lift up. Anyway, let's go and take you to the cool thing. Right, first things first, let's take it apart and get all the actual expensive stuff out of it, so I can reuse it if I want to in a different board. We're going to be taking off the screws, the lid, and everything, which should be fairly straightforward because they should just, what we're about to use, you don't want any electrical components in here because I don't think it'll work properly afterwards. Right, so we've got our 3 parts, the lid cover, and the board. Okay, we got a bit. So this is a sandblaster. What it is, it has tiny little grains of sand. I mean, you can change the different grit size for how much you want to take off. It's attached to an air compressor, which is down there. It shoots it at high pressure through a little gun that you got here. You got special gloves which are here. You put your hand. That reminds me of someone. Let me know in the comment section below if that reminds you of someone. Anyway, so you would put this in. It takes the top layer off. It's used a lot in automotive to get rid of rust, old paint, that sort of stuff. It's only a little one. This is Reese's. But it's got a few new gadgets. You've got a 12-ton press, which I also want to have a go with and squish some stuff. We've got a new vacuum chamber. There's Reese. Hello. So yeah, we'll pop that in. It is a bit noisy, so the screen does get a bit cloudy because I actually had to go a couple of weeks ago with Reese and I sandblasted a Unilight knife. Oh, see, there we go. So this is normally black and this is what it came out like. So that's the metal that it came out the factory with before it got coated. So yeah, stick it in, see how much we can get. It is noisy, so just bear with. Right, first of all, we'll try the lid. Hello. Right, we've had a bit of a play. I stopped recording because the air compressor kicked in and it was extremely noisy. Oh. Oh, Reese. Just looks like he's got acne. It's done a bit. It's taken enough off to... Right, let me give it a wipe. Is that alcohol? Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, it's definitely took a good layer off. Yeah, so you can see where I haven't used it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You've still got the shine of the powder coating, but here it's a matte. And I've gone a little bit harder there, so it's starting to get to the steel. But that's the sort of thing I want. So I'm going to do that on all of it. And then the edges, I need to do the edges now, but I'm not touching the inside. And that is for a reason, which I will be scientifically explaining at the end of the video. So Reese has just given me some alcohol spray. We've always been chatting, so... If you don't know Reese, I've done loads of stuff with Reese's unit before. We did the electrics here, we've done bits and bobs, blah, 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 blah with Adam. And Reese has really been working really hard and working well on his YouTube channel. And he will overtake me very quickly, very fast. So he's just hit 60K, I think it is. He's only put out like 8 videos compared to my like 900. But he's been doing a little series of, he created his own wireless phone charger, which is here. He did different versions out of, give us the forged carbon one, which is this. So he's made his own pressed forged carbon, and the whole thing has been designed and made by him on the 3D printers. And it is just, I mean, it's a lot of weight to it, ball bearing. I will link the video below. Actually, I'll put a bit on now so you can see.
The assembly is somewhat similar to the original prototype, except for some of the fixings being swapped around. Because of that, I'm unable to screw in the mock-up pad, so I'm going to double-sided tape it in place temporarily. It's nice seeing all this come together at this point from those initial sketches. Obviously, this is the first time I've made forged carbon parts, but it's also the first time I've ever actually seen it in person, and I'm really happy with how all of this has turned out. There's a lot of different ways I've seen to achieve the forged carbon look after researching. And although this method is probably the messiest, least forgiving, and most time-consuming, there's no other way I've seen to achieve this look where you can see that the fibres have been compressed.
So I'll put Reese's video link below, but there's two parts to it, isn't there? To the video, it's 2 videos.
3.
There's 3.
There's designing it and then
there's
2 making it.
But if you like, I don't like anything to do with cars. Don't like cars, don't care for them. But I love watching Matt Armstrong, the way he precisely figures out what needs to go where, things to build and stuff, that sort of stuff. And it's like Reese is the graphic design, building, 3D printing, laser engraving, CC cutting, like everything. CNC, not CC, Jesus. But yeah, go and check the stuff out below. But he just hit 60K. Each video is annoyingly performing extremely well. We put a video on the same night a couple of weeks ago and you got double the amount of views in the same time as me. So, but yeah, go check it out, it's wicked. But that's all now clean. I just need to clean the lid. So we've took the shine off it all. Reese was saying it's 120 grit in that sandblaster. If we were to have like 80 grit, it would work a lot better for this sort of stuff. 120 is what you need, is perfect, but for this sort of stuff isn't great. But to change the sand over when it's not my unit and it's his stuff and it's set up to his thing, I'm not gonna, I mean, Reese, it would have been really nice, but it's fine. No, don't worry about it, mate. So yeah, now we've got all these clean. Reese has let me, oh, they've got this forged carbon. He made that. Oh, that's the matte version of the forged carbon. So if you don't know what forged carbon is, it's really thin strips of carbon, all placed together, put on the 12, what ton did you go down to?
It's the mould? If you want to... I think it's
2 tons. So 2 ton to press it, and then he makes his own version of mould, a slab of aluminium on each, creates his own mould that it gets pushed into, and then 2 tons worth of pressure put on to create that. Mate, it's mental. And luckily enough, I've been here from the beginning, and we've talked about when you were on about making these ages ago. I get all behind the scenes stuff. So, I mean, if you're on Reese's channel, you want to subscribe to me, and I can tell you some secrets of other stuff he's working on, just let me know in the comment section. With this alcohol just dry on here, so we can paint within soon. I'm rubbing it in as best as possible. Whew. Right, Reese has just gone and put the can of paint in some water. Why?
Just to warm it up, so it sprays better.
See?
Just do it safely if anyone's going to do it. Don't use boiling water.
Disclaimer. Right, Reese does this for a job, so he's going to do it. He's priming it. He's going to get a mess. Oh, mate, it's like you've dealt with internet people before. So Reese just let me have a quick go for what essentially was 4 seconds, and I managed to do this. So Reese is going to fix it. Sorry, mate. So here we have an absolutely fabulous matte black FuseBoard, and I'm going to start putting the components in together. Reese is fixing my mess up over there, who's now going to resand this bit out, if you can see that, and then redo it. I'm not that bothered, but he is, so that's my fault. So I'm going to start putting some components back in. It's very simple. It would have been very simple. Where did I put the screw? Oh, here. Is this them? No, they're not my screws. That's for the board cover. Oh, they're here. Let's put this back together. Right, that's back together. Now I need to get the pins in the lid. So, finally, Reese has given it to me. So we've got the inside, we've got the lid on. You can see I put the sticker back on, which is there. I need to be careful as well because it's not, it's dry, but it's not 100% dry. We'll get these screws in. Get that in there. Oh no, let's package it like the pros do, mate, at the shoppy shop. So this is me earlier, putting the lid on before it was completely dry. But done another bit over there. But that essentially is our matte black fuse box board all the way around. We've kept the colour at the back with a bit of frosting. Yeah, look at that. So just going to hold that up against the wall, and I've run through some stuff which I thought about as I was thinking about doing the video, which was last night in bed. Already then. Wasn't thinking about other stuff. Well, Adam's mum, if you're listening, just know. So if we go to someone's house with a lovely matte black wall, or pink, or purple, whatever takes your fancy, just held that against the microphone, you can go, oh, I got you, bro. Put that up there, that's nice and neat. You can, put an extra 100 quid on for the time and effort. But as cool as this looks, there is, if I was going to fit this, let's say, I'll put this down without dropping it, there's a thing you could buy, which is called at FuseBox, which I've seen a few people fit, which is the EnviroBurst. I'll screenshot this, put it on the screen. EnviroBurst Consumer Unit Fire Protection System, which is £25 by the looks of it, I presume for 3. Or is that just 1? Anyway, it's a strip that goes within the board that you fit it. I know Chris CGR fitted one of these years ago, but you don't see it very commonly used where a certain temperature reaches, or I think it's certain temperature, I don't think it works off flames, it will literally shoot out like a fire extinguisher, it will pop itself and it will take out the fire, that sort of stuff. If it were that good, why aren't they physically built within the fuse boards themselves? I would quite like to see that, so I'm going to buy this for a future video for this. Second of all, I wouldn't try anyone do this at home, especially fit it in someone's house or your own. 2 reasons. One, you have a powder coating which is manufactured on the board. I might actually ask Will from Verso because he would be able to tell me about this. Powder coating will melt, physically melt or set on fire at a completely different temperature to what is an aerosol can. This is just on top. Powder coating then has, I presume, a lacquer put on top for protection. So if I was to hit this with a screwdriver now or my croppers to try and do all the knockouts, you're going to dent it and chip it really easily. It's very different to powder coating. So that's one of the warnings. Second is the heat. If the fuse boards would get hot, I couldn't tell you that. The paint on the outside of this wouldn't shrivel up and drip hot melting paint fire onto someone's house or floor, whatever. So that's the reason I'm saying don't copy this. I've done this as a test. I do know someone that does powder coating. Well, I don't know someone. Mitch knows someone that does powder coating. So this is very real that I could actually get this done. And let's say I want to do 10 of these, he will spray them all up for us. It'd be a lot easier system than what we've just done. Because Reese, I did literally just drop this on Reese, turned up and went, hey mate, can I do this? And he ended up doing most of it for me, which was nice. But it's a very, very cool process, very, very cool look to what is essentially an inbuilt, completely painted fuse board. That looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie, why they don't start doing these in different colors. I don't know, just me. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any regulation reasons why you think this couldn't be done. I could be talking absolutely out my arse about the paint being powder coated. This might be absolutely fine, but if you're watching this, let us know below if there's a reason that we can't do this, other than, because I've been to fuse boards before where someone's just physically painted it when it's on the wall, like blue, the same color as the wall, but I just thought it was a different video. I completely meant to, before I finish, I've already finished the video, but you haven't seen this yet. There's a reason why I didn't do the internal of the lid or the internal of the board. Back didn't really matter because you'll never see the back. It's to keep the powder coating on. So what I was just saying about any regulations that say you can't do it, we tried to avoid that as much as possible by keeping the powder coating in contact with anything that would, see a fire, see a spark, see anything like that. Hence why the inside of the lid is still white, the inside of the board is still white. And then on top of it, we actually haven't removed the powder coating at all from the board. We only took off the top glossy layer to allow us to get a key to spray paint onto. So that might change the outcome of, is there any regulation behind it? But I don't want everyone following this video now going, I'm going to spray my fuse board pink. Because I don't know if you're allowed to do that or there's any safety implications. That was a good word. In that. Anyway, back to me. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Go and check out Reese's stuff below, showing some love, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.